If you think it's an ordinary tale, you're wrong. After returning to France, Andi self-studied law to fight the judicial system, spending the year as a law robot. In 1985, she hired France's best international lawyer, a superhero for her legal team. Andi decided to sue Cobain in her own name. After a whole year, the outcome was disappointing, and Cobain pulled a disappearing act by not showing up in court. She was like a headless fly in Germany. The lawyer said evidence was needed, so Andi decided to dig up the body again for proof, truly a case of one wave not coming before another hits. However, the results brought Andi to her knees. Karinka's reproductive organs had apparently been completely dealt with. Her daughter was violated before her death and kept on being taken care of after. What a ridiculous situation. Cobain had come to the scene previously just to destroy. Such a cover-up behavior only solidified Cobain's guilt. Andi decided to ask the German police for a re-examination, sending the old sample, but of course, good things always dawdle. The simple sample examination took a full 2 years. Were they having a party at the lab? Finally, the examination revealed the cause of Karinka's death after receiving Cobain's zombie drug. A tragedy unfolded. What a prescription that turned out to be. At this point, all evidence was pointing at Cobain, but he wasn't going to France for trial. Instead, he split from Karinka's mother, Dani. She returned to France in a daze, living with her parents. Andi, by chance, learned that Dani was back in France. What a long-lost reunion. She alerted the court of this news, and Dani had to show up. What's more disappointing is that she still stands with Cobain. You want revenge on Dieter for stealing your daughter? How could you think of that? Are you insane? No, I'm not. It's been 13 years since her daughter was killed, but during this time, Andi never gave up. She gathered enough evidence. This time Cobain was charged with murder, and with such solid evidence, it was practically ironclad. Even if Cobain uses his privileges, he's bound to be convicted, compelling German courts to extradite him to France. Alas, this interstate rivalry resembles a real-world game. But under heavy pressure from the German government, Cobain's 30-year sentence was reduced to 15 years, truly the most outrageous policy. The lawyer was satisfied with the result, but in Andi's heart, it was nowhere near enough. After 13 years of litigation, getting the criminal 15 years in prison was a great victory. Family urged her to move on and start afresh. Andi seemed to, yet planned to stay with her girlfriend, a deep love indeed. So, Andi decided to take her girlfriend on vacation since she needed to enjoy to make up for the time together. But soon, their vacation was abruptly cancelled, as the French government indefinitely suspended the international wanted notice for Cobain, a total game-changer. Andi immediately returned to France and bombarded the media with the truth. Under public pressure, the French government agreed to transfer the international wanted notice to This move effectively expanded the wanted range from France to the entire world, but as long as Germany didn't extradite Cobain, it was all in vain. Andi entered a long wait, enduring the full 2 years. Talk about nail-biting anticipation before finally getting a breakthrough. A phone call from a German reporter brought her hope. They wanted to interview her to learn more about Cobain's past. It turned out that Cobain acted as a spy in Germany under the guise of a doctor. What a revelation. I can't miss this. I saw Dr. Ewing for a stomachache, and all was fine. But I just wanted to come for another checkup to show off my shooting skills. I was scared about being attacked, but Dr. Ewing reassured me, don't worry, I'll grill you a barbecue. And then the subsequent events, I could hardly recall any of them. When I woke up, I was completely unable to move. Suddenly, Dr. Ewing walked into the room. It was just like a movie scene. Andi was completely paralyzed, as if trapped in a real-life nightmare. At this point, Dr. Ewing erupted again. It was like something out of a textbook or a movie. Andi felt as if she witnessed her daughter's murder. She ran to the bathroom, unable to contain her pain. It was especially tough. It's inconceivable that such a heinous case only received a 2-year prison term. He wanted revenge for his daughter and to prove his wife's mistakes, so he once again approached his ex-wife, Dani. Truly a reunion. But Dani showed strong disdain for his appearance, looking at him with a frown as she replied, "How did you know Cook was bullying a 16-year-old girl? Have you forgotten? Dieter was never bullied. He was a runner, and the girls he wanted were never bullied. They were all perfectly satisfied and happy. Why would you want to imitate or even merge? Don't you want to end up like Saturn? I just knew it. The principal is on his way to give a lecture. Please make sure to highlight this. Did I break too many rules? It's always him who's late, and Karinka is dead because this should have been her moment. Is this already painful? Don't stop, you jerk, I stopped caring about you long ago. Subtitles. Revenge Precinct. Andi was utterly disappointed in him. But she was used to going solo, and what truly mattered to Amphis' decisions was the second half. A 2-year prison sentence meant Cobain had to leave the country to make a living. Once she left, Andi would finally have a chance. If Interpol caught a whiff of her whereabouts, she wouldn't have a chance of escaping justice. After the trial ended, Amphi returned to France and shared her thoughts with her girlfriend. She planned to go to the borders with the German-speaking countries. Issue an international wanted notice for Cobain. She'll spend much time and effort. Subscribe.